Hello, parents and guardians. My name is Tim Adams. This is video the administration wanted us to send out for open house. I'll try and keep this as brief as possible. You can see the information that's up here. Yes, well, this is my email, and then yes, this is my cell phone if you desperately need it. Um, I'm not a tech genius by any stretch of the imagination, but I imagine that parents and guardians are going to have to deal with a lot this upcoming school year. So if you're totally lost, confused, or I've made a mistake or something, just contact me then. Um, I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. A little bit about myself. Let's see, this is like my 10th, 11th, or some 11th year in the district. Let's see, married for 9 years, 2 kids. Um, you can see right there. I wanted to make a quick comment about teaching social studies courses, world history. I also teach psychology as well as sociology. Um, Teaching social studies always presented itself with some challenges. Um, I love social studies. I assume that some of you guys watching this video now perhaps didn't care for history back in high school and have taken a liking to it as you got older. Um, my ultimate goal in any social studies class that I'm teaching is to uh, give students an appreciation for that subject, to understand that in this case, world history is incredibly significant and not just, rote memorization of things of the past, but we're actually trying to understand um, the significance of different events and how those events play out in our lives today. So what I've tried to do, and I suspect that this year is going to be a lot different, is always try and teach from the perspective of someone who was in high school one day and didn't care for history back then. And the reason why I didn't care for it is because it was boring as heck. So I take it upon myself to try and bring in sorts of things that I know that I would have liked to have been taught that way when I was, in ninth or 10th grade. Um, Going on here, and I already sent this out in Google Classroom, as far as discipline, I try and handle those things in-house. The grading, uh, the main takeaway is everything's on Progress Book. Okay, so you're not going to have to see the grades in Google Classroom or some other site and then try and figure it out. I try and make it as clear as possible what the grades are, where they're coming from, things of that nature. Okay, you can see the units that we're covering. If you're a history fan, you can kind of see this path. If not, well, this is where we're headed. Um, let's see here. Okay, electronic platforms. And of course, this is completely different this year, but as I said, Progress Book, extremely important. Google Classroom is now mandatory. If anyone has any questions about Google Classroom, certainly email me or call my cell if you need to. Throughout the year, and this will be clearly stated in Google Classroom, there'll be different things such as Flipgrid, Zoom, Edpuzzle, CommonLit, things that are going to kind of serve in place for those days that students are not here. I guess a final note is that this is going to be completely different than what anyone's been used to. But I'd like to think that the things that made me successful in the past, I'm going to still try and create in this classroom. And while this is going to be quite a challenge, please understand that I'm nice to students. I'm not one that's yelling and screaming or anything like that, and I think they respect that. So if your students, your kids need anything from me, I think they'll find that I can hear them and help them out as we go along. Okay, so thank you for listening to this, and I'll be communicating with you soon. Thank you.